Hey everyone, this is Matthew Thrush, the #1 Amazon best-selling author of over 50 books, as well as the co-founder of Six Figure Ghostwriter. So, this is video number 5 of the 5-part video series that was discussing with you the pros and cons as well as the odds of earning 6 figures with self-publishing, traditional publishing, and ghostwriting. So in this video, I just want to recap on what those were so you can make sure you remember, because we went through a 5-part video series of what those pros and cons and odds were with self-publishing, traditional, and ghostwriting, so you can figure out which one you should choose. So let's talk about self-publishing first. The pros of self-publishing. You get 35 to 70% royalties. You have full control, so you can publish when you want, how you want, and how often you want. You can make the cover design however you want. You can format it how you want. You can choose to edit or not edit. You can adjust the book price at any time. You can make your book for free. You can run giveaways or promos, and so much more. The cons of self-publishing. You cover all of the costs. So you have to cover the cost for cover design, editing, formatting, publishing, marketing, and any kind of promos or giveaways that you do. The odds of actually earning 6 figures with self-publishing. And here's the example that I gave in one of the earlier videos. So assuming that your book is priced at $2.99 and you're earning 70% royalties, so that would be on Amazon, you must sell roughly 48,000 ebooks to earn 6 figures. And if you were to sell paperbacks or audiobooks, you would have to sell even more of that. So what about traditional publishing? The pros of traditional publishing are that there are no upfront costs. So the publisher will cover all of the costs for cover design, editing, formatting, publishing, all of that nature. They'll also pay you in advance on royalties. So typically, I said that this ranges between $5,000 and $15,000. Obviously, it would be more depending on your platform and how well known of an author you are. There's a team, so you're not alone. You're paired up with a team of experts, so editors, writers, copywriters, cover designers, marketers, things of that nature with the publisher. So you're not doing everything alone, so you have some support. There's also joint marketing efforts too. So you'll still have to do most of these, but at least you have a publisher who's assisting. Then there's notoriety and status that comes with being published by a traditional publisher, especially the big 5. These are big for any kind of business professionals or leaders who really want to use their book to build their brand and their status. Then you automatically know that you're going to have a professionally designed book published. So if you were doing it on your own, and if you did it by yourself, then it's based on your skills, or if you hired other freelancers or professionals to help you, then that's how you do it. But with the traditional publisher route, they actually have all those people on hand to be able to do that for you. And so you know that your book will be good. The cons of traditionally publishing is that you'll earn roughly 15% royalties. And as I mentioned before, this could be more if you're a well-known author, because you can negotiate a higher royalty, but on average it's 15%. You still must market the book, and even though I said the publisher is helping you, they're still expecting you to do most of the marketing, unless you are someone like James Patterson. You have no control. So they get to ultimately decide how to publish, when to publish it, what cover design to use, what book title, even the blurb, things of that nature. It takes 1 to 3 years on average to publish each book. So it's a long time that you're basically not earning any income. And that's if they decide to publish it, because they can still choose not to. And then there's no royalties until your advance is earned. So if they gave you a $15,000 advance, then until they earn that back, you will earn no royalties. What are the odds of earning 6 figures with traditional publishing? So, as I said before, you have to sell even more books to earn back your advance and earn 6 figures with traditional published route. So I gave you this example. Assuming that your advance was $15,000 and the publisher priced the book at $4.99 and they were getting 70% royalties from Amazon, so the publisher would earn $3.49 per sale. That's what they would get. And so in order for them to earn back the advance of $15,000, they would have to sell roughly 4,300 books to earn back that advance. And I did ebooks because they have the highest margin of return. If that were paperback or audiobook, it would take even longer. Now, obviously, if they priced the book more than that, then they could do it quicker, but that's up to their discretion. And then I also did the breakdown of math for you so that you would determine, okay, after they've earned back the advance, how much would you earn from your 15% royalties? So, assuming the book is priced at $4.99 and the publisher was getting 70% royalty, so they would get the $3.49. So, of that, then you take your 15% cut, which would be 52 cents per book sale, and that's ebook. Obviously, if it was print or audiobook, it would be even less. So, to earn six figures, you would have to sell, or the publisher would have to sell, 192,000 plus ebooks to earn $100,000. That's substantially more than the 48,000 you would have to earn with self-publishing, and that's even a lot. So let's talk about ghostwriting. The pros of ghostwriting, and these are just some of the high-level pros. There are a lot. Same thing with self-publishing and traditional. You earn money, more of it, up front. You don't have to market. You don't have to be an extrovert. You can be paid to develop your craft. You can earn money while you experiment with other genres and subgenres. So if you write science fiction and you want to write romance, now you can try it and have someone pay you for it without spending all the time and money to write and publish a book only for it not to sell. So there's no risk. You're paid regardless of how well the books sell. You're able to network and connect with other professionals, not just in the publishing industry, but other fields of expertise. And that goes into the next bullet. You learn about other fields, so you increase your odds of landing more work. But what are the cons or the drawbacks of ghostwriting? So here are a few. You don't build your own brands. Now, obviously, if you're ghostwriting, you're building your ghostwriting brand, but for your personal books, you will not be developing or building your brand. There's no royalties unless you negotiate in the contract. There's no credit per book that you ghostwrite unless you negotiate it in the contract. You're going to earn no passive income while you're ghostwriting, or the money will stop once you stop writing. And obviously, I mentioned unless it's negotiated into the contract. But what are the odds of ghostwriting? Here's the biggest kicker that I really hone in and try to point out to people is that self-publishing and traditional publishing are really good options. However, ghostwriting is the best if your sole goal is to earn six figures or a very good living with your writing, especially if you don't have a platform or a well-known brand. Ghostwriting is the way to go, especially if you want to build that up or just make a solid living. So here are the odds with ghostwriting. So I said, assuming that we write 150,000 words per month, so my output at the time whenever I first started ghostwriting was 160,000 words per month on average. And that was without burnout, and that was just basically easy. I was just doing that naturally. So I'm using 150,000 words though, just for this example. So you'll see on the first three, I use 3 cents, 4 cents, and 5 cents. 2 cents is pretty low, and you could easily find something with that because a lot of people are doing that out there. They're kind of like content mills. However, that's not going to earn enough for you to really make a good living. So I'm starting off with 3 cents a word, which isn't fantastic, but it's pretty good because as you can see, you earn a pretty good income even with 3 cents. So I started off with 4 cents a word and then quickly went up to 5 cents a word. So that's why I'm using these three examples for you. So at 3 cents a word, at 150,000 words per month, you will earn roughly $4,500. At 4 cents a word, same word count, $6,000. And as I mentioned right there, that's where I started for my first book. And then the very next book, which was a 5-book series for another client, I charged 5 cents a word. And as you can see, at the same output, that's $7,500. That is pretty much 6 figures right there before doing anything or changing a single thing. Now, I also wanted to point out that, just so you can see perspective of, well, I started off at 4 cents a word, then went up to 5 cents a word, and you could see kind of what I was earning. And now I was writing even more than 150,000 words, just so you know, but that's just to give you a rough estimate. Now, what I'm earning now, and this is to point out to you and show you that how quickly you can scale up beyond 6 figures to make a high 6-figure income, and then gradually work up to 7 figures depending on your business platform and method and things of that nature. So I charge right now between 10 and 25 cents per word, and that's for fiction and nonfiction books, okay? So using the same output of 150,000 words at 10 cents and 25 cents, you can see at 10 cents a word, that's $15,000. That's well above the 6-figure mark, okay, for the year. And then at 25 cents a word, that's roughly $38,000 that I would be earning. Now I also then added some notes below to show you kind of how I charge, because I don't 100% do per word rates. I kind of do a per project rate now, and a lot of times I incorporate other services like editing, formatting, cover design, coaching, branding, marketing, things of that nature. So I wanted you to know that now I kind of do a different pay scale where up to the first 30,000 words, I charge $10,000. And then if they want anything longer than that, every additional 1,000 words will be $250, okay? And then I also noted that I just signed on a new client for one book at $15,000, and that was for 100,000 words. And he also agreed for 2 more books at the same rate and length and additional services to follow. And I also wanted to note that that's science fiction. You might expect that for a nonfiction book, but that was a fiction book, okay? So the odds are really, really in your favor to earn a great living with ghostwriting. Even if you weren't writing this many words, and say you're only writing 50,000 words, you're still going to earn several $1,000s per month, even at the 3 cents a word rate. 50,000 words at 3 cents is $1,500. $1,500 could potentially, for a lot of you, pay off a lot of your mortgage, your debt, expenses, whatever it is, or at least give you a huge boost to basically break free and have some freedom in your life. So you can see how easy and quick that this can be. So as you can see, there are pros and cons to either one of those 3, self-publishing, traditional, or ghostwriting. However, you can also see that ghostwriting is significantly easier to attain the goal of 6 figures in a much shorter period of time. So, right now you're at the cusp of, well, what should you choose? Well, you like all the information that I shared, and ghostwriting does make sense, but you're still wondering, well, how do I get started? Where do I go? How do I make this my new reality like you're saying? I believe what you're saying, but how do I do it? Well, this was the final video. However, because I want to assist you, I actually created a bonus video. So video number 7, which is going to go into basically a solution to help you reach 6 figures in less than 6 months. So if you're someone who is ready to write full time, you want to live life on your own terms, you want to love waking up doing what you do as your job, maybe you have a job right now that you hate or you can't stand, or maybe the commute's terrible like it was for me, and you're just ready, I just want to be able to do whatever I want and work in a home office like you are right now here or wherever I would like to do it, and maybe you just want freedom of choice. You want the ultimate choice to be able to decide and choose what you do, how you do it, and when you do it, as well as how much you work or how little do you work. If that is you and you want someone to kind of show you a proven method, which is the method that I follow to earn 6 figures in less than 4 months, then make sure you keep an eye out on videos number 7, the bonus video, where I walk you through and share with you an opportunity/solution for a few of you who qualify for a mentorship program where I actually take you step by step on how to scale to 6 figures and actually guarantee your success. So if you're interested in learning more about that, there's nothing to buy, obviously. So if you're interested to learn more about that, then keep an eye out for video number 7. And thank you so much for watching this and watching the whole series. And I hope that you got something out of it. And please click the like button below and share this with any other authors or writers that you know are looking and struggling to make a career with their writing that maybe haven't watched the video series yet, so that they can also learn this new tactic so that they can make this a new reality for themselves. So keep an eye out for video number 7, where I share the solution and opportunity with you. And if it's a good fit, then I look forward to seeing you. All right? Thank you.